As I'm getting my day started and walking through the building, the first thing I'm thinking about is, what do I want my students to learn today? I make sure that the classroom has everything in its surrounding environment for students to be successful. I turn on those lights and I see posters, reference charts, things that they can look at to answer any question that I need them to answer. The thing we did was we went over the essential question again. That's the most important thing for me right now, is you understand this essential question and how to answer it. My biggest thing is this right here. Does everybody understand? Tell me the steps into creating an outline right now. What's the first thing you need to find out? Good job. What is the message called? One person answer this question. What is the message called?
The theme.
Good job. That is the author conveying theme. What's the next thing I need to find out after I get the message? Robert.
The literary devices.
The 3 literary devices. Good job. What's the thing I find after my literary devices, somebody? Jasmine.
A quote.
Good job. So, after I do that, what's the next step that I do? Elena. Create my thesis statement and answer the question. Y'all doing an excellent job right now. So come on up here. Based on the notes that I gave you all yesterday, this is what I created really quickly as how my essay would be outlined. First, Edgar Allan Poe in The Mask of Red Death conveys a theme that the reader cannot cheat death. That's what we all came up with, right?
Yeah.
Then we all wrote our thing. Poe uses fearful imagery, isolated settings, and a scary mood to communicate this message. And then you write a hook. How many sentences in my intro?
3.
Good job. Listen up, guys. When we're doing test purposes, I only need 3 sentences in your intro. Answer the question, thesis statement, hook. Everybody got that?
Yeah.
For test purposes, on February 27th, 3 sentences in the intro. Coming back over here. What should my first paragraph be about?
Poe's uses of imagery.
His use of imagery. Good job. Poe uses imagery to highlight the fear of death that most people have. There's my quote. Now, what's supposed to be before my quote? A sentence. Introduce your quote. Then you put the quote. Explain your quote. This very last sentence, this CBT says connect back to thesis. Write that down. Your last sentence connects back to the thesis. While the reader fears death and wants to avoid it, it is nonetheless inescapable. Right? He gives you images that the reader is scared of death, because that's what my quote says. The mask which concealed the visage was made to resemble a stiffened corpse. That's a scary image. That's a scary image of someone dead. And he wants you to be scared of that. He wants you not to deal with death. My second paragraph, what does it talk about?
The setting.
The setting takes place in an isolated abbey. Trying to do right now is this. I want you to look at your peers' essays, and I want you to be able to see how that you do in comparison. We're going to break off into groups, and I'm going to allow you guys to talk about each one of those essays so that you can determine what did they do that I probably should do, or what are they doing that I am also doing. Edgar Allan Poe in The Mask of Red Death conveys that death is inevitable. Poe uses fearful imagery, subtle foreshadowing, and chilling symbolism to communicate this message. I noticed it. Man is not immortal. We weren't made to withstand death and decay. This is what I'm going to do right now in groups. I'm going to have 1 and 2 talk about this essay. I'm going to have you 3 talk about this essay right here. I'm going to have you 2 talk about this essay. Listen up, everybody, before you finish. Listen up. Stop talking, please. Right now, the thing that you're going to do, I want you to see. Tell me, did they do a thesis? Did they make sure their claims were great? And does this connect back to the thesis? Does every single one of their body paragraphs connect back to the thesis? Can you do that for me real quick? Go ahead and do that really fast.
You said they
1 minute, guys.
You said they evidently. Press on.
Question. What did she do in here that you also did, that you did in your essay?
He didn't really stay back to the thesis.
I made a hook.
You made a hook?
Yeah, I made a hook.
He didn't really.
So what does she do that you guys feel like you're going to do next time that she did
I'm
really?
gonna use bigger words because I use like basic words and she used.
So making sure that you use better vocabulary?
Yeah.
I think that's smart. So I need to ask you, after doing our essay on how does the author use literary devices to convey theme and doing it in a time setting so that we can practice for the test, what do you need to work on?
Writing faster and conveying the thing more, like picking what I'm gonna write about because I'm mix them up.
Exactly. So knowing this, making sure that you're staying coherent, you're staying on task with what you pick. Good stuff. What you need to work on, Kendrick?
Yeah, I need to work on the same thing, speed and just staying on top of it.
Staying on top of it. Good job, Marquette. What you got to work on?
My writing speed, comprehending fast, and put more closer.
Good job. What you got to work on, Shamar?
Comprehending without reading, writing fast.
I like that. Tyree, what you have to work on?
I have to work on not forgetting the thesis statement and again more evidence from the text.
Good job.